So we're going to talk about some wiring, and one of my relatives asked me to come over and take a look at their wiring. It was an older house, and they had some wiring issues. And what happened is that this person that wired this house had a plug in the bedroom, and then they had a plug going on the other side of the wall, going to the hallway, and then running to this other outlet in the bedroom. Now this is just a prop, and somebody posted one time, is that illegal to wire up like that? No, it's not. It's just a prop to show you up close how this is wired. So what happens, the bedroom was wired to this plug first, went to the other side of the bedroom, and went to the hallway on the other side of this wall. Now we had power going to the source, which is here. There's power here. And then the power on the other side of the wall, the power there. But the other side of the bedroom did not have power. No power here. So they figured, well, they changed the plug, thought maybe it's the receptacle was not working, but that's not the case. So we're going to take a look at this today and see why this is not working and see a solution to this. It was on the other side of the wall. Just simple hook up here. There's no power on there. So the white wire going on the silver screw, grounded, and the black wire going on the gold screw. Just simple wiring. Same with the other side here. It's the black wire is on the gold screw, and the white wire is on the common silver screw and grounded. So here's a diagram of what he had. Now I've got this plug upside down because what he did is he ran a black on both sides and a black at the back, two whites here and a white at the back. So we had power going in to the bottom of the receptacle here. This one fed the hallway plug, and the other one from the back of the plug fed the one in the bedroom. And the black connector was not connected properly in there, and there was no power going to the one in the bedroom. So take a look at this diagram here, and we'll go over it again. That's two plugs like this. So you have power coming in, black on this side, the neutral. Then you had another neutral, another black going to the plug in the hallway, and the other one was in the back of the plug, the black and the white, going to the bedroom, and all grounded. Everything is grounded here, grounded to the plug, and grounded to the metal box as well. This is what I did. Instead of using the back of this plug, which I don't like using, I just simply used the Wago connectors, and you got a black and a neutral and a ground coming in. So I got three Wago connectors, one for the blacks, one for the neutral, and one for the grounds. So I just have one black coming in, jumper wire to the outlet, same with the neutral, jumper wire to the outlet, and the other two are feeding the other two plugs. Same with the grounds. The grounds come in grounded to the box, the metal box, and then grounded to the outlet. Same with this, grounded to the box, grounded to the outlet. Makes it simple and easy. There's no power here. And so what I found was this person had wired it in such a manner, had a power going in the bottom of the outlet here, and fed the bottom of the outlet, and then ran another wire coming from the top of the outlet over to the hallway on the other side of the wall. Now he couldn't double up on these because shouldn't. So what he did is he plugged it in the back of the receptacle here, and you can do that. It's legal to do that. And you just put the wire inside here, through here, push it in here. So that's what that person did. But you can see the wire is loose. That's why it had no power going to this other outlet. So I don't like using the back of these plugs. You can use it to put a wire. I don't like using it because of that reason. So I'm going to show you a different way of doing it today. Remove the wires from the plug. And again, there's no power on here. Remove the wires from the plug. I'm going to wire it a different way. So there's two blacks coming in here and a black coming in the back of the outlet. So they had three different connections in here. And normally you wouldn't do it this way, but this person did. Another ground screw as well, a ground wire as well. Take all these wires off and we rewire this whole thing. Remove all the wires from the plug here. I'm going to cut these wires. Now, to take the plug out the back here, this is a little tricky. To release this, there's a small little hole just below where the wire goes in. And just reach inside with this is a small screwdriver. Just get it in there to be able to pull that out. There it goes. I'll show you in another video. Hey. So this is the white side. So this is white wire here, or common wire. Now that's where we took it off. Now it goes in here, the top, where the wire goes in the top, or here. Now there's a little, right below this little hole that you can put a small screwdriver in. I think you can just barely see it. You can bend that back to release the white wire from inside here. Move the white wire from that receptacle. Just underneath where the white wire goes in, there's a little channel, there's a little hole there. You just push down in here and that'll come out. So this is where your gold screw is, your black wire, or your hot wire. It says hot wire here, see it written there. So you put it in here, the back of your plug. Now that's in there secure. How do you release that? You're going to have to jam your screwdriver in here. Just below it, there's a hole you can access to pull this out. Stick your screwdriver in here, all the way in here, and pull up. There it goes. It's out. So instead of putting two wires, two black wires, two white wires, and a black and a white in the back, I don't like that idea with the black and the white in the back of the outlet here. We're going to use a Wago connector, and we're going to use a jumper wire from each connector here. We use two connectors, and then jumper to the wire. Put all the blacks together, jumper on the black, and then the white on the common side, and we're going to have less confusion. So the Wago, this is the Wago connector, and it's called Walnuts. Funny name. Anyway, that's what we're going to do. I'll just put one wire on each side here and the ground, and all the blacks and all the whites to be joined together. So we're going to cut all the ends off here. We don't want to bend this backwards, and it's going to be weaker. So we'll cut all the ends off here, the whites and the blacks, and then it'll go inside this Wago connector, and requires about 11 millimeters in here. So we'll cut all these ends off here, make a nice cut. The Wago connector suggests that you use about 7/16 to a half inch or 12 to 13 millimeters to fit inside that Wago connector. And they don't want wire exposed outside here, and you should be able to see all the wires inside the connector. So we'll cut all the ends of the wires about 12, or I guess is it half an inch. Good use by Southwire wire strippers here. It does a nice job, but it's hard to guess that 12 millimeters. And then we use the Jacari one, so you can set your depth. So I got it set for 12 here. We'll cut all these ends of the wires here to be all equal. So there's be 4 wires inside this connector. I'm joining all the blacks, joining all the commons, and then the jumper wire going to the receptacle. These Wago connectors, you have to push the wire all the way in, and then you'll be able to see the wire inside the clear plastic here. So just push it all the way in. So same with the common wire or the white wire, push it all the way in. And you can feel it grabbing. You're pushing the wire in there. There. Connector, jumper wires coming from the Wago connector, the common and the live wire, the black wire to our receptacle. Just push it in. You don't have the Wago connectors. They're nice connectors. I love those connectors. You can use the Mara ones, but I would use, I guess they tell you, put all these wires in there, you wrap it with tape so it doesn't come off. The Wago ones don't have that problem. You can still tape it if you want, but I'm not going to tape it. They're in there solid. They're not coming out. Now, if you do make a mistake, here's one that you make a mistake and you don't have enough wire, or you can pull these out. Just twist and pull. There's out. But see the end of it now? It's caught in where the connector was. You see there's a little bit bite marks on this. You'd have to cut that off and redo it. We'll loop the jumper wires. I like these Milwaukee ones because it makes a perfect loop here. So we'll loop our black wire coming from the Wago connector where all the black wires are connected here. And just tighten that down. You loop it the same way you tighten the screw down. And the other thing you have to watch for is you don't want any of this insulation underneath your screw here. And tighten the other screw down. You don't want that touching anything as well. Do the same thing, or a white wire coming from the Wago connector, or common wire. Loop that in. You'll loop it the same way you tighten the screw so it tightens on against the wire. Same thing with this screw. This is the silver screws for the common. Gold screws for the black wire. And we'll hook up our ground. The ground screws coming in are connected to the box, to the screws in the box, connected to this Wago connector, and then the jumper wire coming with the Wago connector will connect to the outlet on the ground on the outlet. And we'll hook up our ground wire, loop it the same way the screw turns. Cover plate on. So instead of using two blacks and two common, a black and a white in the back of this plug, I don't like you doing that. We simplify things by using a Wago connector and hooking all the blacks together and jumper wire to the gold side, common wire to the silver side, and grounded our unit. And we'll plug it in now and check for the power. So this is where the power comes in. We've got two lights indicate it's wired right. This is the power going to the other side of that wall. We've got power here. And where we didn't have power before, we've got power now. So we showed you a unique wiring scenario here, and then I don't like using these black and common wires in the back of the plug here. Showed you a different way of doing it, and showed you how to remove the wires and showed you lots of tools we use today. I did reviews of them: the Milwaukee 6-in-1, the South wire stripper, the Jacari, and the Mega Pro. All the reviews I've done on these tools, and even the Wago here. I'll leave links on all these tools in the description below. So the Jim McLaren channel will return, and we'll have the review of the Sacker. And this is the picture hanging leveling tool. Includes 85 pieces of hardware. You can hear them jangling inside this package here. We'll take a look at this in the next video. That bell button to be notified the next time I upload a video. I'd like to thank all my subscribers, all my new subscribers. Thanks so much for subscribing to my channel. If you watch this for the first time today, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video today. Have a great day, people.